What is going on? Diamond Rice here, and 2016 is coming to a close, so I figured I'd make a list of the top 8 PC games I played in 2016. Do note some of these games do require a fully updated Windows 10, and I'll point those games out. So in the words of Captain Tennille from MXC, let's go! Coming in at number 8 is the zombie-infested mall of Dead Rising HD. One of the games that I have missed on the PC side of things was Dead Rising, and that was the original game that, as you see on the screen right now. This game pretty much started the zombie genre, I guess you can call it, in my at least in my opinion, at least the identifiable parts of it. Been in this mall just filled with zombies, psychopaths and everything. This game started what is originally what I thought was the best part of like the zombie killings, in my opinion. It's definitely something that I was missing from the PC side of things when I switched all those long years ago. Now this PC game is actually a port from the original game, and it runs really well. It actually runs at at least at the recommended 60 FPS and such like that. The resolution is much better, and you can actually see the fonts of the screen of the text of the game this time, because in the original game on the 360, text was so small on the HD TV you cannot actually read what they're saying most of the time. It was that bad. But now in this game, the PC version, much better. Everything's been redone. The graphics still looks a little bit aged, but then again, this is an old game, so I can't fault to anything about that. But amount of good options, amount of good stuff, good storyline. It definitely brings, well, what originally was Dead Rising, and only the later generations of the game, Dead Rising 2 off the record, and also Dead Rising 3, and now Dead Rising 4, which is what it is currently right now, those were the games that started on PC before this game came out. So definitely something that, a nostalgic factor for me, definitely one of the games I really wanted to play for a while. Speeding its way onto number 7 spot is Forza 6 Apex. Now, Apex basically is, or Forza 6 Apex is basically a stripped-down version of Forza Motorsport 6. What used to be an Xbox-exclusive racing franchise has now paved the new road onto PC, and I'm looking forward to a full version of this game. What an Apex is basically, like I said, a stripped down version of Forza Motorsport 6. So you have some of the events, you have some of the things that you can do. Not really much you can say about it as a thing. It just, technically, it looks beautiful. The game actually looks beautiful. All the settings that you can tune, from basically the brakes to the suspension to timings to gearbox changes, all you can see in a car enthusiast's way that you want to tune. Tune to the track, tune to the event, whatever you guys are doing, endurance race, whatever likely it is. Definitely one of my fortes into the new PC platform that is Windows 10, and also the UWP, or the Universal Windows Platform. Another version basically of how Windows games are now going to be running on PC. Hopefully in a way where it's not as segregated, right now it's segregated right now, but I think if Windows is trying to unify it, like actually what it says, it may or may not come to a good thing, because like for example, this game, as long as some other games that are on this list, cannot be captured by standard means like OBS or something like that. You actually have to capture it through like a monitor catcher or display catcher at this moment in time. So hopefully more programs will do more support for UWP programs, but this one has started to pave the way for it, and definitely something I do enjoy at time to time when I can. At number 6, filled with its blitzballs and infamous chocobo race, is Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Listen to my story. That is the phrase that you hear from this game, and pretty much all the infamous laughs, as well as just the gameplay itself. One of my favorite Final Fantasies, and I'm pretty sure a lot of others as well. I played a lot in the PS2 days. Compared to the US version and international version, this HD remaster brings those together. So the Dark Aeons, the Expert Spear Grid, all those things, especially if you played this game multiple times, you would know that the Expert Spear Grid is much better than the standard one. But obviously, if you want to go for skill base, for like the skill base for the Aeons or any of those other things, one of my favorite games, definitely. How much I can say about it is this game is beautiful. Let's put it that way. The remastered was really good. At first, I did not like the music at first, but it definitely has. I grew accustomed to it. The rearranged ones are much. I think it. In my opinion, some of them are good. Some of them are actually indeed bad, but compared to the original. But like for example, the battle theme, it kind of grew to me. I didn't like it at first, but it did. As soon as I kept playing through the game, it was definitely one of my favorites. So, and also for that chocobo race, I did it once. Or actually, no, I didn't even do it once. I did it twice and I actually got it. So it's not hard as it was, let's say, on the PS2 version, but it's definitely still a hard one to do. So searching tombs like there's no tomorrow at number 5 is Rise of the Tomb Raider. After the timed exclusive on Xbox, it has finally made its way onto the PC. The sequel to the 2013 version is what this game is. Going along with Lara Croft and going ahead and go through these newer places, going from like the icy mountains to basically all these other deserted tombs and finding these artifacts, just basically finding the good things, obviously. So it is definitely something that I liked. It's a good fun of action, good fun of actual things. There are new weapons, there are new stealth kills that were introduced in this game, a lot of other things that were happening in this one. So definitely a very good game. I haven't actually finished the story yet, but I'm actually almost close to it. But it is something I actually do enjoy. It's just straight on action. The quick time events are still here though, and it's not as much as it was in the original game, and actually I'm grateful for that. So that Crystal Dynamics did a really good job. This game looks beautiful. DX11, DX12, all those things, it looks beautiful as is. Spartan charging its way onto the number 4 spot is Halo 5 Forge. Now Halo 5 Forge is basically the map tutorial, or the map editor of Halo 5, pretty much brought onto the PC. Now this one is the next Windows 10 exclusive, so you have to use you have to have a Windows 10 account, or Windows 10. Sorry, you have to have a Windows 10 operating system and have the latest updates to play this game. But as soon as that's all done and settled, you get this game that is Halo. It's pretty much generally Halo 5. It really is. But since this has the map editor, people have been actually customizing matches, having these kind of things where you can play like an old standard PC game where these are custom browser. Now this custom browser was only added about literally 2-3 weeks ago, so this game definitely needs more support, pretty much, as you can play pretty much every Halo map from Halo 1, Halo 2, pretty much all the favorite maps that I'm pretty sure people have made in the Forge mode into this game, and it plays exactly the same way. Now, obviously, I don't like the sprinting, and I don't like the aim down the sights, because honestly, it shouldn't have been in this game in the first place. But then again, I guess it's the evolution of this game what it wanted in the first place. So it's not classic Halo, but it's definitely something I'm hoping to see, and hoping to see that Halo 6 or whatever it's going to be next will make its way to PC. You know what? Why don't you just make the Halo Master Chief Collection available on PC? That's all I'm asking. Now you know that Halo 5 Forge can run in here. Why not just bring those back in there as well? So that's all I gotta say about this game. Dropping it in on the number 3 spot is Titanfall 2. Now, something about this game, especially in the original one, that was indeed missing, and a lot of other reviewers were saying about it too, was the single-player campaign. Titanfall 2 brought it. Definitely one of the highlights of basically my single-player campaign experience of this year was this campaign. One of the missions is called Effect and Cause, and that was definitely my favorite mission out of in a long time. It's been a while since I had a favorite mission, single player mission that's my favorite. That one was my favorite just for the fact of using the time travel aspect. Brought me back to the good old days where I played the Prince of Persia series and using that same exact time mechanic. Obviously the Titanfall 2 had a better version of it per se, where you can do it instantly compared to the Prince of Persia, but brought me back to those days. It brought me to a good level design, brought a good set of things. The multiplayer I'm not really fond of, but I guess a lot of other people have too. It's not my personal favorite, but it is definitely a favorite to some. But for the core, for me at least, was the campaign. Chainsawing its way onto number 2 spot is Gears of War 4. Now, the final Windows 10 exclusive, this game was definitely a long-awaited series that I was waiting for on PC. Once I moved onto the PC, this was one of the series that brought a lot of blood, gore, chainsawing kills, and everything that was missing from it. It was something I wanted to do. It was something I wanted to play for a long time, and now we finally have it in 2016. It may have taken a while, but this game, out of all the Universal Windows platform games, this port is so good that I can run this game on my GTX Titan maxed out at 1080p. That's how good this game is. That's how good this, like, it's scaling and such. The Coalition did a good job for the PC port. I can't say anything else different about it. The campaign of this game obviously is bringing into another I'm supposedly another trilogy of such to the game, but bringing back this game to PC, or bringing this game to PC, honestly, is one of the best things I thought about. It was something good. The microtransactions is obviously it's a big subject in this game because of the fact that there are no unlockables in this game at all. Unless you use the cases. That's pretty much it. You cannot anything from the single player campaign to Horde, anything. None of those unlock anything. The only thing you wait to unlock new customizable skins and such is through the microtransactions and using those cases. So, unless Coalition will fix that, I'm not entirely sure, but also, if you want to have fun, the multiplayer is very, very fun in this game. It's definitely something that I missed, and just the frantic pace, the way that I can move with a mouse and keyboard is much better than I can with a controller, even though this game was based on a controller later on, or basically this game was based on a controller. So, I can't say anything else, just very good game, Gears of War 4. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll let you guys figure it out if you want to play this game. And then finally, number 1, Doom. You can't beat the classic. You really can't. This game really brought back they brought back Doom. It pretty much was something I wanted for a long while. It's something where it brought in arena style shooting in a fast-paced action movement. Just pretty much it. Simplistic weapons like the super shotgun, BFG, plasma rifle, all those are back. Just a classic Doom game that has been reimagined for the 2016, and this one they really did a good job with it. I can't say a lot about it without the storyline, but it's just something. You know what this game brings? It just makes you feel like a badass. That's all it is. You're the Doomslayer. You want to kill all these demons. You want to kill all these guys that are coming out of hell. You want to kill all of them. And this game is brutal as hell when you think about it. It really is. It's something I love and enjoy about this game. The movement system in this game is much more what I appreciate in the single player as well. It's something I actually did enjoy, and it's something that brought me back to the arena shooting, because, or at least it had that arena style of shooting, because you had the weapon pickups, you had the health pickups, you had the shield pickups, and you also had just me as an example, bunny hopping all around the map just to get from place to place to make sure that you keep dodging. You have to keep dodging all these rockets. You got to keep dodging these like plasma bolts and kind of fireballs that are going at you. It's something I can't explain it, because it's definitely something that you need to experience, and one of my favorite shooters pretty much of this year. And with that number 1 being Doom, that's the list of my top 8 PC games that I played in 2016. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like, and I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be my year-end review video, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So, hope to see you guys soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.